Smash the like button if you agree that the promos of MJF have gotten stale. Say what you want about Jon Moxley, but at least the audience still wants to hear him speak.
So I just watched the promo segment between Goldust and MJF. Nobody talks about this. What if Max is breaking this show down? Nobody talks about that. Stop saying Tony Khan Man is not booking Max right. The audience is over Max. They were telling him, shut the fuck up in his promo. That rarely happens to Max. When the crowd says, shut the fuck up. That means nobody wants to hear Max. People are over his promo style. It's the same shit over and over again. You're a drug addict. Cody Rhodes is better than you. Bullshit like that. That's what he was saying to Goldust. Same old shit. It's like, it should get to a point where I know your promo before you do. As a fan, that's not good. So he calls All Elite Wrestling All Elderly Wrestling. I'm like, wow, that was so cringe. That was so goddamn corny. This is what I mean. Dirty Dominic is better than Max. Maxwell is breaking down this show. In fact, he makes this show worse. And it's like, nobody but me has the balls to tell you that Max is breaking this show down. He makes it worse. Because there are days where I do not feel like seeing Max. I don't care if he is going to be in the Happy Gilmore movie. I don't care. Who cares? You ain't no star, man. You are breaking down this show. The same promos every week. And now it seems like he's about to wrestle all these old guys. Okay, by that logic, that brings down Max. You are breaking down your star power by doing that. Now, next week, Goldust versus Max. Man, nobody wants to see that. But I knew everything that Max was going to say to Goldust. He was going to bring up Cody Rhodes. He was going to bring up the fact that Goldust was a drug addict. He was going to bring up the fact that Goldust has been in the shadows of Dusty Rhodes since the 1980s. But I'm a fan. It should not get to a point where I know what you are going to say before you do. That's why the crowd was saying, shut the fuck up. The same promos over and over and over again. Where Max, he digs too deep. And it's cheap heat. He's the king of cheap heat. This is why The Miz is better. This is why nobody cares about Max coming to the World Wrestling Federation. In fact, he will be a Midcard guy. I guarantee it. If he was to come to the World Wrestling Federation, he will be a Midcard guy. Nothing more. Not a main eventer, a Midcard guy. Why? He's 5'8", 5'7". Max should stay in All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. The most interesting thing during this segment was the face-off between Adam Page and Max. But even that made no sense. Because Adam Page was chasing Max Caster, and then he ran into Max, and then he left the ring and never came back. I'm like, hold on, man. The crowd was popping over the face-off between Max and Adam Page. Okay, keep doing that. Why is Adam Page leaving the ring to chase some jobber that nobody cares about? Now, we are faced with Goldust versus Max. First, it was Jeff Jarrett and Max. So, this might be a weird trend where he's facing all these old guys, like he's a bootleg legend killer. But no doubt, Max might be the most overhyped, most overrated fake pro wrestler within the past 10 years. Next to Adam Coleslaw, those guys are neck and neck of the most overrated talent by the IWC ever. Because Max has been exposed since 2019. Zero has changed with this guy since 2019. Hell, even Ricochet has evolved since 2019. You can make that argument because at least Ricochet is now a heel. So that's a change. Max has not changed. The same shit over and over and over again. His promos are garbage. Let's speak facts. His promos are fucking garbage, trash. Every time I watch Dynamite, I don't care whether or not Max is on the show. I don't care about Max, and the crowd does not care about Maxwell. Not anymore. That was years ago. You see what I mean? If you do not evolve, the audience will flip. You have to evolve. You have to tweak your gimmick, tweak your character, or the audience will flip and turn on you. And they will expose your flaws. Maxwell has tons of flaws. He can't cut a promo without being edgy. He is the king of being a fucking edgelord. I think he sucks at promos. He might be the most overrated promo of all time. He can't cut a promo without being an edgelord. That's not good. That means you are not versatile. In the World Wrestling Federation, you have to be versatile. You can't cut edgelord promos every Monday, every Friday. You can't do that. You have to evolve your promos. No one is on the level of the devil. Bro, you are not the devil anymore, right? If we are trying to speak facts and logic, you are not the devil, right? Adam Coleslaw is the devil. But why are you still hanging on the devil gimmick? Nobody is on the level of the devil. That is so fucking cringe. It's been 2-3 years. You are still saying that? You ain't no devil. Stop saying that. You don't have a gothic gimmick. So what's the point? That makes no fucking sense. Don't call yourself a devil when you do not have a gothic gangrel gimmick. Here's my top 5 list of fake pro wrestlers who are better than Max and who have surpassed Max. Take a shit. Number 1, Dirty Ass Dominic. Number 2, Kyle motherfucking Fletcher. Number 3, Jack Perry. Number 4, number 5, Joe Hendry. Those 5 men have surpassed Maxwell. I bet you are saying that isn't that heat when the audience says shut the fuck up to a heel. No, that's not heat, especially for Max. Here's why. He's supposed to be a great promo. So if you are known as a great promo, the crowd wants to hear you, right? That's obvious. If you are known as a great promo, a great interview, the crowd will never say shut the fuck up. That's called go away heat. That's what I mean by is Max bringing down this show. Does he make Dynamite worse? If the crowd is saying shut the fuck up to a guy that is known as the best promo in the business, that means he is no longer the best promo in the business. His promos are old, tiring, cheap heat, edgelord light promos. Okay, for example, right now, as we speak, would the audience pop for a Roman Reigns versus Maxwell feud right now at WrestleMania? Hell no. Why? He's 5'8", 5'7", right? There's levels to being a main eventer. Maxwell is short, 5'7", 5'8". That's not good. You see, with Daniel Bryan, that's different. At least Daniel Bryan realizes that he's short and that he's small. Maxwell, he talks like he's 6'4". I think Roman Reigns would bury Maxwell on the microphone if they had a promo back and forth. You do not want to see Maxwell in the World Wrestling Federation. There's tons of guys on that roster that would bury him promo for promo because Maxwell, his promos have not evolved. Every time I hear a Maxwell promo, it feels like 2019. It feels like 2020. That's not good. That means you have not evolved in any category, in any area. This is why ESPN ranked Dirty Ass Dominic as the #1 fake pro wrestler under 30 years old and no longer Maxwell. That's what I mean. I know about fake pro wrestling. You have to evolve. Maxwell is the definition of stale, and Dirty Ass Dominic is the definition of evolving and getting better every year. If Tony Khan wants to tank the ratings for All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling, give the world title to Max. I guarantee it, he will tank the ratings. This company does not need Maxwell as their world champion. Just go back and watch that promo between Goldust and MJF. I knew for a fact that Max was going to bring up Cody Rhodes in some kind of way. That was obvious. Every time Max pulls back the curtain and he drops an edgelord line, the crowd goes, oh man, here we go again. The crowd always moans in a bad way. Maxwell, he went from being the best part of Dynamite to the worst part of Dynamite. There's people that think Dean Ambrose is the worst part of All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. I do not agree. I think Maxwell is the worst part of All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling because at least Dean Ambrose is a great promo. It's just his matches suck and his angles suck. Maxwell, he checks all the boxes. His angles suck, his matches are boring, and his promos suck. His promos are just redundant. His promos are on repeat. We know what Maxwell is going to say in his promos. You can't say that about Dean Ambrose. At least Dean is very unpredictable. I don't care what anybody else says. I think Maxwell is worse. I think Maxwell is worser than Dean Ambrose. Let me tell you a fun fact about fake pro wrestling. The mid-card can make or break your show, not your main event scene. It's the mid-card. Your mid-card is your steering wheel. Your mid-card can either keep people or your mid-card can chase fans away. Last time I checked, Maxwell has been in the mid-card for the past 2 years. He has not been in the main event scene. If your mid-card is trash, people are not going to care about your main event scene because fans are not going to be around to stick around to watch your main event scene if they are bored with your mid-card. Maxwell is a mid-card guy. Let's speak facts. These are 2-hour shows. If your mid-card is boring, people are going to change the channel. And they are not going to be around to watch the main events if they are bored with your mid-card. So, to me, it's not fair to blame Dean Ambrose for the ratings dip for All Elite Fake Pro Wrestling. That's a cop-out. He is not the main reason. The mid-card can make or break your show. You can shit on Dean Ambrose all you want, but Maxwell, he needs to get that same heat. He is on these shows with Dean Ambrose. Check the ratings. Check the quarterly hours. Nobody cares about Maxwell's promos anymore. How about this? When Dean Ambrose talks, people shut the fuck up and they listen. Like I said, I'm being objective. I am not a fan of Dean Ambrose, but every time he talks, the fans shut up and they listen. They never tell Dean Ambrose, shut the fuck up, clap, clap, clap. Shut the fuck up, clap, clap, clap. How about you go watch Dynamite, man? Watch it. Go on YouTube. Look at the Maxwell promo from last night. They were telling him to shut the fuck up. So who's killing this show? Dean or Max? By that same logic. Those same fans, they love hearing Dean talk, but not so much Maxwell anymore.